Hi, welcome back to Marcom Minute by Firefly Communications Group. I'm Claire Formelin, the owner of Firefly. Today we're going to continue our website challenge by focusing on navigation and page layout. Remember, you're trying to build trust the minute people come to your website. And believe it or not, the simplest way to do that is by having a site that's really easy to get around. First, let's look at the navigation. Your navigation should be clear and easy to understand. With your main navigation, make sure that it's consistent throughout your whole site. Exactly the same way, exactly in the same place on every page. If you're using a secondary navigation, say on the sidebars of your page, make sure it's on the same side of the page each time and it acts the same way. You don't have to put in the exact same thing on every page. As long as it's acting the same way, people can find what they're looking for very easily. Now, I know sometimes with your main navigation, it can be pretty complicated. Sometimes a business just has a lot of services or products that they offer, and you want to show the breadth of what you have. But by making a complex navigation doesn't do you any favors, and people aren't going to find what they're looking for easily. My suggestion is if you have a lot that you offer that you really need to navigate through, try this trick. Break your navigation up into actually 2 navigation bars. I like to put like the main company navigation up at the very top, kind of out of the way so that people know where it is each time. But then where your main navigation typically is along the top of the body of the website, go ahead and put your products and services that you have. I suggest keeping that navigation bar, continue to keep that navigation bar simple with maybe 5 or 6 categories. You can always break things up into another pull down menu as you work your way through that navigation system as well. The goal of any navigation is to get people to find what they're looking for easily. Because the longer it takes for someone to find what they're looking for, the more chances it is that you're going to lose your audience. So that's navigation. The other thing that makes a site easy to get through and understand is making sure that your page layout is consistent. It should all follow the same basic architecture and have a flow to each page that's similar. It doesn't always have to look the exact same way, but it should have a same consistent flow that a person will begin to get into a rhythm when they visit your site, moving from page to page, understanding how to process the information that you're showing. And if you're a business that offers a lot of products online or maybe has an online catalog, make sure that every page is consistent by displaying the products with the image and description, prices in the same manner on each and every page. This makes it easy for people to scan what you have and find what they need quickly. Something else that will make that easier for people to process is make sure that your pictures and images are all the same size. Make sure your headers are all the same in each of your product descriptions and the bodies follow the same pattern so that they process very quickly the size, the color, the shape, the height, the width, and so that they can move through that quickly and find what they're looking for. Make sure your prices are also prominent when you're displaying prices. So those are just some ideas to make your page layout work easier. So here's today's challenge. Go through your website. Make sure your navigation is easy to understand and consistent on every page. Make sure your pages have the same basic architecture and flow, and clean up any images or catalog entries that might be inconsistent. Once you have that, check back here at ffcom.com for more challenges for your website so that you can get the most out of your website and begin to grow your small business. I'm Claire Formelin, and I'll see you next time on Marcom Minute.